So, you got the amp of your dreams, and everything's cool, right? Well, at least until the gas sets in and you decide that you want to try a different amp flavor. But what if I told you there's a way to add these extra flavors to an amp that you currently own? Enter the Synergy Modular Preamp system. Now, the idea of modular guitar preamps is nothing new. It's been around for a while, but Synergy have taken the concept to the next level by making it easy to integrate their modules into an existing amplifier with an effects loop, so you can seamlessly add additional channels. This is possible using their SYN1 and SYN2 chassis. And the main difference is the number of channels that you can add. The SYN1 holds one module, so that means that you could add 2 channels to an existing amplifier, while the SYN2 holds 2 modules, giving you 4 additional channels to an existing amplifier. The Synergy designers have made setting all this up pretty straightforward, and the good news is that both the SYN1 and the SYN2 chassis have an effects loop built in, so you can still run effects after all the preamp sections, including the preamp in your amplifier. Now I'm going to set this up today using the SYN2, but the procedure is the same for the SYN1. You'll need 3 instrument cables to get it up and running, and if you're going to patch in effects, obviously you'll need additional cables for that. Take the first instrument cable and plug one end into the 2 amp in jack on the back of the Synergy chassis, and then plug the other end into the input of your amplifier. Take the next cable and plug it into the from amp effects send jack on the rear of the Synergy, and then plug the other end into your amp's effects send jack. Then take the third cable and plug one end into the 2 amp effects return jack on the rear of the Synergy, and then plug the other end into your amplifier's effects return. And if you want to use effects in a loop, you can patch them into the effects loop on the rear of the Synergy, just like I've done with this Walrus Audio Mako D1 delay. And then lastly, for your instrument input, you'll use the input on the front of the Synergy chassis. All right, so let's take a listen. Here's the clean channel of my Fuchs ODS 100. This is being recorded via a UAD aux reactive load box set to a 4x12 cabinet emulation with vintage 30 speakers. All right, I'm going to use the Fuchs foot switch to switch over to the dirty channel of the Fuchs now. If you want to use the Synergy 5-button foot switch to control all the switching, then you need something like a Voodoo Labs control switcher that can take non-MIDI functions and automate them to work with MIDI. All right, let's use the foot switch. Button 3 is configured to switch me over to the blue channel of the Bogner Ecstasy module. And go over to the red channel of the Bogner, add a little delay. And if we want to continue to explore that British amp flavor a little further, we can head on over to the Friedman DS or Dirty Shirley module to the blue channel. Or for a bit more of a modern sound, engage the red channel. Alrighty, so there's how you can incorporate either the SYN1 or the SYN2 to add additional channels to an amplifier that has an effects loop. Now there is one other way that I want to just go through really quick of incorporating this chassis into an existing amplifier, and that is to basically bypass the amplifier preamp altogether. And this is great for people who rely on backline gear because you can bring your loaded SYN1 or SYN2 chassis and have your preamp and just utilize the power amp and speaker cab of whatever existing amplifier is at the venue. And to accomplish this, you take the output of the Synergy chassis and plug into the effects return of the amplifier. So simple, just one cable. If you want to find out more information about any of these Synergy products, you can head on over to americanmusical.com.